Peekaboo. Alex, I see you. Ooh. Oh, is that Blippi? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a first trimester recap of my symptoms and things like that. Just to recap up to date and stuff, what it was like the first trimester, being pregnant after VSG, just being pregnant period, having nothing to do with VSG, but VSG has a lot to do with everything in my life now, just because it is a lifestyle change. I mean, they took out a bunch of my stomach, and just the diet changes, and you know, it changed a lot of things for me. So, but if you don't know what VSG is, let me tell you what. And I'm just gonna Google it and tell you what Google says. VSG is a vertical sleeve gastrectomy. It is a Blippi. Yes, it's Blippi. It is a minimally invasive procedure during which the size of your stomach is reduced to 3 or 4 ounces. This limits the amount of food you can eat to help you lose weight. After VSG, levels of the hunger hormone also drop, so your appetite is initially reduced. And that actually, I had days where that still occurs, and I'm like 1.5 years out from had the surgery. No, don't touch the camera. So that's what I had done about 1.5 years ago. My surgery date was September 1st, 2020. What year is it? So for cravings, I have my little notes. For cravings and aversions or symptoms, all those combined, I still love, but I loved fruit and Pringles. Pringles was the first thing. I could eat a can of those a day. Like, I just wanted Pringles. I still have my cravings for the Pringles sometimes, but it's not as strong. But my first trimester, Pringles all the way. And fruit, so the fruit I was craving was mandarin oranges, strawberries, grapes, and that's about it. That's all I wanted. Everything else, my aversions were fish or anything that had a strong odor. It could actually smell good to me, but if it was strong, it just nausea at the beginning too. I had nausea the first couple, maybe that first month, nausea was really bad, and I threw up a few times. But after that first month, I kind of still got nausea throughout my first trimester, but I never threw up again after that first month. Acne and oily skin, I was breaking out all the time, crazy acne. I was not feeling good. I was uncomfortable, and it was deep acne. It was cystic acne. I also was crazy constipated, but I feel like that was me when I was pregnant with Alex, the entire pregnancy. So I stay on my fiber gummies, and I just get the off-brand from Kroger's, Target, or Walmart or somewhere. I just get the off-brand fiber gummies. Most of the time I can find them sugar-free, but if not, you know what? As long as I can go, then that's all that matters to me. I was very dizzy. I would stand up off the toilet at work too fast, and I would have to hold on to the edges of the stall so I wouldn't fall. Like, so luckily there's a toilet there. I could sit back down until I wasn't dizzy anymore, but I was crazy dizzy. And I know that has to do a lot with like increase like blood volume in your body, just increasing like all that kind of stuff. And then I know something about the sinuses, everything, just the fluids in your body are just increasing when you're pregnant. I'm not a professional, disclaimer. I'm not a professional, I'm not a doctor, but this is just stuff that I've learned through my doctor, through online stuff, whatever. And it was crazy because although I was having all these symptoms, there was days where I wouldn't feel these symptoms and I just didn't feel pregnant. But you know, my tummy wasn't in, you know, I wasn't showing or nothing yet, so I just didn't feel, you don't feel the baby. So I just was like, am I really pregnant? You know, like sometimes I'm just like, but now, yeah, I'm definitely pregnant. And then as far as for VSG, I get a lot of questions about the loose skin and being pregnant. I mean, almost everybody that has the weight loss surgery, you're losing weight so fast, you're gonna have loose skin. Some more than others. I see it in other areas that don't bother me, like my legs, like my inner thighs, my arms. You see, like they don't really bother me. Sometimes I get self-conscious about my arms, but my little fupa and all that, you know, it's like that. I had a lot of skin right there, my lower tummy area. Being pregnant, like that first trimester, I'm not really showing until like the end. I still had that loose skin, so there's moments when I was like, I was kind of discouraged because I wasn't seeing my baby bump as I probably would have maybe sooner without the extra skin on my body. But, and then some people, you know, by the end of their first trimester, they start to show, their skin starts stretching, they get that itchiness. I don't have that, and I still don't have the itchiness. Maybe here in a little bit I'll have it. Maybe if I don't have enough skin to stretch with the baby, like, and it has to start stretching a little bit more, then maybe. But you know, I've already had a child, so I already was stretched out from that. I was stretched out from just being 100 pounds overweight, so I'm just not having those symptoms. So no itchy skin and stuff like that. I've had people ask me, has VSG affected your pregnancy? Has your diet changed? As far as my diet changing, I'm probably eating more than I was before, obviously, because I'm pregnant. I'm not really holding back. Like if I have a craving for something, I'm gonna go for it. If I can satisfy that craving with something that's not like, okay, I want a piece of cake. If I can satisfy that with something that's not high in sugar and high in carb, then that's what I'm gonna do. But at the end of the day, if I don't have that in front of me, then I'm gonna have that little piece of cake. I mean, usually just one bite or two will like curb that craving for me, but you know, live life, you know, do what you gotta do. But obviously have discipline as well. Like I'm not gonna go sit down and eat a whole cake or eat cake all day or every meal or, you know, every 30 minutes when my stomach empties, I'm not gonna go eat again, you know? So I'm definitely not holding back. I'm eating the Pringles. I'm having a piece of cake. I'm drinking soda because right now that's my craving. So yeah. So yes, my diet has changed, and I wouldn't say in a bad way or a good way at all. Like I'm just trying to get through this pregnancy. As far as VSG, I've had somebody ask me any extra testing from my gynecologist. So she is testing me. Yes. I don't know if she has had a lot of patients that have had weight loss surgery. So she wants to test my nutrient levels, my nutrition levels every trimester, just to make sure I'm not dropping in anything that I may need for me and baby. But Alex, and then she's requested that I give me a referral and requested that I speak to a nutritionist about it. I have yet to do that. I need to do that because it won't hurt. She also wants me to reach out to my my surgeon who gave me the weight loss surgery, the VSG surgery, just to let them know in case they want to do a follow-up with me sooner rather than later. And so I need to do that still. There's 2 things I haven't done that I need to do. So my previous birth, I had a C-section with Alex. And I had preeclampsia at the very end of my pregnancy, but I kind of had high blood pressure throughout my pregnancy. So far in the first trimester, I did not have high blood pressure. And she did inform me that I would not have so far she has informed me that I won't have to have another C-section. That she doesn't see any reason why I'd have to have one. She has given me the option to have another C-section if I want to do a planned C-section, but I would rather not. I mean, if you've had a C-section, you know it's not something that you're just out there searching for, at least not for me. And then there's some women who are like, you know what, I did that, that's what I'm gonna do again, that's what I know, or it wasn't that bad for me, whatever the reason, do it you feel is best for you and your baby. So for me, I do not want to have another C-section, but I also realize, especially after having Alex, that you cannot, there's no such thing as having a birth plan. You can have your preferences, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to the baby what happens. And so when I get to that day, I'm gonna prefer to have a vaginal birth. Alex, what happened? Oh, watch out. I'm gonna prefer to have a vaginal birth, whether that be medicated or unmedicated. Again, I'm not even gonna think about that. It is what it is. But if for any reason I need to have a C-section like I did with Alex, I will have a C-section. So that's my birth plan. But yeah, I'm not even gonna do a video on my birth plan because that's my birth plan. Have I gained weight? So my doctor told me she anywhere from 10 to like 20 pounds is normal for me to gain. So as far as right now, she said my weight is rising normally, and she's not concerned in any way about my weight. So far in my first trimester, I only gained about 7 or 8 pounds. So far, I mean, now I've gone up from that to like 12, and I'm nearing the end of my second trimester. So yeah, so I'm not worried. It's probably mostly baby extra blood in my body, everything. Just, I'm not worried about all that. Now, when I was pregnant with Alex, I did gain like 40 pounds. But I also was already overweight when I had him as well. Not eating as good as I'm eating even now. A little story time about how I found out. I don't know if I've said this on my channel yet, but I found out I was pregnant like 2.5 weeks into the pregnancy. I had a feeling like I have PCOS, so I already don't have a regular period. I have irregular periods, like since I had a period. I just had a feeling that I could been pregnant. I had just got off my birth control. The doctor told me the second I got off my birth control after VSG that I'd be super fertile and I'd become pregnant pretty quick. So that was the plan for me and Matt and Alex. I was thinking, so it was the night before my Halloween party. If you watch my channel, you see my Halloween party video that I threw a party for me and my friends for Halloween. It was the first time I ever got dressed up like super sexy, and I was just like really feeling confident, and it was just a great time. Well, the night before, I was like thinking, you know what, I was gonna have my first drink after VSG surgery as well. So I was like, the night before, I was like, should I take a pregnancy test before I start drinking? Because I was like, what if I'm pregnant? But then, I don't know, something in me told me like, nah, whatever, just do your thing, you're not pregnant. And I think it's all the times in the past where I did take pregnancy tests and they would always come negative, and I just didn't want that bad like juju and feeling the night before, you know, the next day. I didn't want my Halloween party to get ruined, so I just was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. That night, after all that went down, that night I woke up in the middle of the night, threw up in the bathroom, and just out of nowhere, just was nauseous, went and threw up, and then I felt fine. I'm like, okay. So the next day, we're getting ready, we have the party, and everybody's gone, and I threw up again that night. So I threw up again, and then I was like, that's it, I need to take a pregnancy test. So that morning, it's Monday morning, and that's when I did. If you haven't seen the video, that's when I took my pregnancy test, but the next morning before work. Yeah, I did not even drink enough that night for me to be throwing up. So I was like, that's when I was like, you know what? I had 1 or 2 Jello shots, and that was it. I wasn't even, and then I had 1 drink that my cousin made me. So I was like, yeah, I hadn't drank in like a year, but that's not enough to make me throw up. So yeah, that's when I was like, yeah, I need to take a pregnancy test. Lastly, the gender reveal. If you've looked at my Instagram, you already know what I'm having and what the name of the baby is. But if you haven't, here is my gender reveal. Me and my husband decided we just needed to know right away, so we went and picked up the envelope, sat down right outside the doctor's office, and opened her up. So here's that. Alright, we're figuring out the sex of the baby now.
Oh my gosh, this is some strong adhesive.
Just rip it.
I am ripping it.
Oh my god, wait, say again what you think it is.
Oh, okay. Well, I want it to be a girl, but I kind of think it's going to be a boy.
I agree.
Oh, it's a girl! It's a girl! Don't cry. Don't cry. No. Don't cry. It's gonna be okay. What are you crying about? Oh my god. It's a good thing. Look, you're crying. Because you're crying.
Oh my god.
I should have known it was a dead giveaway that it was like pinkish.
Oh my god, I know.
I don't know why. It's just like, it doesn't mean anything. It's just pink.
Did you show him?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god, that's so exciting. Wow.
I know.
We don't have to think about a name anymore.
We're done. We figured it out.
Oh my god. Oh my god, babe, we're having a
girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna be okay with this?
Yes. I just can't believe it. I really thought we were gonna have like just boys.
Just 2 boys? I know.
Okay, we gotta get to the ultrasound and go
Yeah, we
see our
gotta
baby
go.
girl.
Yeah. We're having a baby girl, and her name is gonna be Naomi Louise. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Don't touch it. Watch Blippi. Watch Blippi. I hope I don't get copyrighted for Blippi, but go watch him. I'm not. Wow, it's an excavator. There's a lollipop.
Oh, it's a big pop.
That was a Blippi lollipop.
I know.
Say bless you, Blippi.
Bless you, Blippi.
Alex, are you getting the chicken pox, dude? I see little bumps. You'll have to call Mimi and ask her. Pregnant and telling. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. What is it? Yellow. Oh, it's lava. A lava monster. And that's I think that's a jalapeno. Yeah, jalapeno. Or can you say serrano? It's not a carrot. It's a serrano. Can you? Serrano.
Oh, carrot.
No, not a carrot.